Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Little Squid League. I'd say Little Squid League 48. We are currently in round 3 of the group stages right now, and the two teams that we are going to be commentating and showing you guys is November Drift and Champion Cerulean. I hope I got that right.
I do think you did.
I think, yeah, I'm still joined here with Kiri, and I am myself. I am still myself, unless I got replaced by a clone, which I don't think I have in the past 5 minutes, so I think I'm doing good.
By the way, just note that we both won't be very how to say it. Like I lost my words. But like one of our friends is playing in November Drift.
One of our friends, yeah, one of our teammates. Hold on. One of our teammates are actually playing in November Drift. They're playing with their NA team right now, so I'm quite excited to see how they pop off. Because he specifically told us, "Watch me pop off, bro." That's what he said. So you better pop off, Lumi, otherwise I'm coming for you. I'm gonna be coming for you, okay?
We'll be coming for you, Lumi. But then, so on November Drift side, we have standby Millie Squid, Lumi, and Zenk. And on Champion Cerulean, we have Slowtone Indigo, Dimitri XXV, Mingzalot, Lara, and Draginalo. Sorry, first game is on, and we're going for tower control on Shipshape Cargo Company, which is like pretty standard maps nowadays, I think. I see it more and more often in tower control. And we have some pretty interesting comp with a Dread Ringer on Champion Cerulean's side.
Lumi's on B bucket, by the way.
Okay.
So I should point that out because he did change the name. With that being said, we do see both teams right now hashing it out for mid right now. Cool is already out on the side of November Drift right now, but there is a lot going on the left side of the map there, with most people from Champion Cerulean right now kind of just all in one corner right here, but we do see members right now.
Oh, that was an odd bomb. That was an odd bomb that took the kill on one of November Drift's player. Ura here with a Sludge taking some very good kills and moving up onto the left side.
Oh, unfortunate kill from that.
Careful! Yep, the Rift Slider. But getting punished by the Zuka. That's a very...
They're still fighting for mid right now. That's all we can say. There isn't too much going on right now, not too much contention. But we do see members from November Drift right now just continuing to gradually take people down. Those strikes on the side of November Drift are online right now. Zap on the side of Champion Cerulean right now. Having Cooler now just being popped. Fighting and just trying to get more points. That first checkpoint, I believe, might be close to being broken right here. Yep, with that being said, they do break checkpoint 1, but we do see the Julies right now, seeing if they can contest, unfortunately losing the fight, dying to that jump out right there.
Yeah, for the moment, the map is just all yellow for November Drift. They have everything they need, positioning, specials, etc. Nice kill here. That's a that's a wipeout.
Nice wipeout. Okay.
Wipeout and game 1.
They have game 1 easily. They just took it easily. Like that wipeout was crucial for them because nobody on the enemy team could have contested that at that point.
And very good game 1 by November Drift. I mean, it was just clean game.
Very efficient. They knew what they needed to do.
But I mean, Champion Cerulean still did some pretty good plays. They just had a lot of trouble in like defense. They couldn't charge up the specials and putting them together in order to start November Drift.
True. Splat Zone's Mahi-Mahi resort is definitely an interesting one because it can go two ways. It's either I don't even think it's two ways. It's just the case of like, especially zone cheese is very prominent on a map like this because of how small the zone is. Strikes and honestly Rift Slider can just completely paint the zone if it doesn't get contested in time.
I think you just need to put one Rift Slider and a bomb on the opposite side, and the zone is taken.
Yeah, it doesn't take much at all. Like, comeback and takebacks, I would say, is very easy, but at the same time, if like the enemy team is up all close in your personal space and spawn, it's definitely a lot more difficult to get out because flank routes on Mahi-Mahi Resort are really linear, in my opinion, especially with the routes that they give you.
I mean, it's basically what Splatoon 3 map design is. It just make coming back from a wipeout very hard.
Terrible.
Like, even though Mahi is technically a Splatoon 1 map, it's completely different from what it used to be. So we can consider it as a new map, and every new map is basically you take the mid once with a wipeout, and if you're doing your work, you're just not letting people out of their spawn.
True, with that being said, we do get to have the peak at the start of the game of which team, which comps teams are going to run this time. I do not think there'll be too much variation. We do see a decav right now.
Decav, still Dread Ringer for the Rift Slider, and basically it's the exact same comp on Champion Cerulean side, and basically just the decav, like the Slosher switching for a decav on November Drift side. Already taking some good kills. There's a -3. Did you only? Okay, wipeout.
Wipeout. Okay.
That was quick.
That was very quick. And with that being said, what I was talking about before, November Drift is really pushing into Champion Cerulean spawn right now. We do see members on the side of Cerulean right now struggling to get themselves out of spawn right now. We've got both the decav and the shot player both in the spawn right now, just kind of preventing them from pushing out right now, providing a lot of paint for their team, keeping it sustainable. A pick getting on the side of Champion Cerulean right there, getting one person with their crab. With that being said, there wasn't too much value out of it, but they are trying to contest the zone right now. But most members of November Drift right now are still rotating themselves backwards, getting the kill on the dualies who were in spawn, which allowed them to recap the zone right there. The Nautilus jumping out away from danger. I would do the same thing, honestly.
I mean, you would do the same, but I think the game is kind of like close now. We don't have any player on Champion Cerulean side able to pick up the zone. November Drift, as I said, just take a wipeout and don't let them come back.
They just did not allow them to get their footing again, just completely staying on their toes to the point where they just couldn't get out. It was practically a complete lockout for the whole game. November Drift doing a really good job at spatial awareness and how to handle their own space and the enemies.
Yep, definitely. And we're going again on a completely different map. Clam Blitz Museum del Fontino, that's huge. That's a huge map.
Oh yeah.
With a lot of ways to push. You can go either completely on the left with the block to chill a little bit. You can go on the right, but if you go on the right, you can go on the left of the spinner or on the right of it. And so just a lot of ways to do a lot of things. And so comps that can move a lot and take control of zones can be very, very good on that map, especially in Clam Blitz, where, I mean, you move a lot every time on the game because you have to take some clams everywhere.
Just everywhere.
You have to take the clams, you have to charge up your specials, you have to stop the enemies from taking their clams and taking some spaces. It is just I mean, I love Clam Blitz just because it's a very active mode compared to zone where you kind of be just passive on the zone.
Yeah, true.
And tower, when you just accompany the tower, it would just go at its own pace.
I wonder if we're going to see the decav again on the side of November Drift, or they're going to change to a different weapon. I'm kind of curious.
I mean, Bubble can be very, very good on that map.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're able to get it in the right place at the right time. It's very crucial, especially for pushes. But with that being said, we are going into Game 3 right now, so the speculations that we have will be answered like pretty shortly.
And we don't have any...
Iconic. He's iconic for that one. Stamper, okay.
I mean, Stamper is also a very great pick because you have deep casters that like on Undertow, you can go everywhere with a deep caster.
Bro's already opening. Okay, I need to be more professional about this. With that being said, the Stamper does jump out. I don't actually know what happened there.
Going on the right is usually the classic opening for a Stomper, because you can just put yourself under the plat and completely disrupt the opponent's backline, so it can be very, very good. And already -3 did that have to go back, getting killed by its
that already. That back was out ready and just looking up anything that was coming at them. That big explosion, also getting another person. We do see that Champlain Cerulean right now are active right now. They are pushing everyone back, getting that wipeout. With that being said, November Drip did get that points down to 53. We do see Cerulean right here pushing themselves in. The Tetras losing the position that they had originally coming in with that. I forgot the name of the special again.
Reef Slider. And I mean, I kind of don't know what was the point of the Reef Slider, because like Tetras were pretty much alone and there weren't any kills to get. They were just taking some positions and having to run off because people were around you. Jet is out to secure some kills, but none are in, and it's just basically one clams and a few little clams in the basket. 29 points in for Champlain Cerulean, and it's still a long way to go because November Drifts are in the mid, taking some kills, taking some space, taking some turf, and just charging up the specials for a new offensive.
The shot did go down on the side of November Drift, but there isn't too much issue with that. The Zipcaster is out online right now. I do not know if they actually found anybody, but they did provide a little bit of space for that team, especially on that platform, that making it a little bit easier for them to push in. We do see that there's 3 members up on the platform on the side of Cerulean right now, really just protecting that boost right now. We do see November Drift just trying to find their way up here right now, that back coming out on the side of November Drift right now. Jet not really getting too much value because of that, because their shots were basically being sucked out right there, getting 1 kill on the Stamper right there. We do have 1 down on each side right now, respawning right now. With that being said, teammates right now are just going for it right now, trying to jump out. From what I can tell, the Stamper coming in, seeing if they can score. They did manage to score before getting taken down, breaking down that barrier, but they did not get too much penalty points off of that. They did not get too much value, except for that penalty going down, that push being over already and putting them back to 13 more penalty points.
And I mean, that's just a free clam for Champlain Cerulean from what I can see, because okay, you put your power clams in, but it's just like 10 penalty points less and a free power clam for the opposing team, which can lead to huge pushes.
Oh, absolutely, because those pity clams are very important, because I'm pretty sure they hold a little bit extra in terms of the regular ones that you would collect on the map. Jet is out in November Drift spawn right now. I don't really know what they were up to there, because most of their teammates are still really far behind. Their pity clams, both of them, I believe, are going to despawn. That Nautilus already down, which allows November Drift right now to push themselves in if they really wanted to. They do have a pity clam at that basket, which means they could use it with So Fit. Zipcaster being online, but also back being online on the side of November Drift right now. The Stamper being in a really weak position, causing them to have to move back. With that being said, Tetras, I believe, is just trying to look for people right now, not really getting too much value out of the pushes that they're actually trying to do right now. They haven't actually successfully killed anyone yet.
I mean, I think since November Drift are so like sparse from each other, it's very hard for a Tetra to actually chain some kills. So maybe you'll get one, but since everybody is just at another place on the map, since November Drift just covers so much space, it's hard for the Tetras to actually do that job to chain some kills and do really hard to.
Stamper unfortunately not getting the kill that they were going for right there. Barrier is broken again. November Drift breaking the barrier in the last 30 seconds of the game. Quite huge, because they did get more points off of it. They did manage to get their penalty down, which means they did get value out of that. The barrier being back up, but they're still in that spawn right now. They still have a ball. They could hold this if they really wanted to, or they could stall. Last 20 seconds of the game, we do see multiple members from Cerulean right now, just seeing if they can really just get November Drift out of that spawn right now, not really getting too much succession.
Yeah, and with 5 seconds left, it can be the time for a push for Champlain Cerulean. The charge is a little bit -2 by a bomb! That bomb can be huge.
Awesome.
That bomb was huge. Wow.
The only person alive right now is the Tetra, as everyone else has been taken down. That power clim's about to despawn, which means basically November Drift has this victory here. They didn't need to push up again.
And that's a clean 3-0 for November Drift. Lumi actually popped off.
Bro popped off. I'm so impressed, honestly. You guys came back from your round ones. Good job, guys, honestly. Good jobs to both of the teams as well.
Yeah, good job to both teams, but like clearly November Drift was higher than Champion Cerulean. They really got to like take some space. Like they were just taking so much space, Champion Cerulean.
They got huge value out of the space that they were managing to take with the Zipcaster and the vac that they had active when they were pushing up towards the spawn. And I think it's a really smart move because it prevents the Zipcaster user from getting affected from too much damage, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, because he was never going to get like 2v1, 3v1, etc. He was always alone with someone and moving around, just threatening, not maybe taking much kills, but just threatening the positions. And so its teammate could take up the space and take the turf, charge their specials like a Zuka, a vacuum, etc. And yeah, they were just dominant in every part of the game.
True. To be honest, like, Zipcaster on this map is really strong if you pair it with the correct specials and, like, weapons especially that are able to essentially back you up in case you get put into a situation that you don't want to be in.
Definitely. Anyway, time to wrap this up. Especially for me, it was a pleasure to commentate alongside you, Mars. I'll just like wish you good luck for your next block with Axo.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure commentating with you today. And honestly, I hope we get to do it again sometime in the future because it was enjoyable.
It was very enjoyable. Thanks, Wings, for the stream. Pleasure to work with you. Good luck for the remainder of the tournament. And with it,
where can we find you on social media, dog? You're almost like signing yourself out here without actually telling people where you can be found.
Basically, you can find me on either Twitter, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube. Just type Inkfury22 and you'll find me. Always the same handle. So yeah. And what about you, Mars?
Well, I feel like I don't need to say this right now, but I am on Blue Sky and I'm also on Twitter. My Twitter being Pinky Dink, I have an underscore at the start and in between both of the words. And then it's also pinkydink.bluesky.social as well. Those are the two places that I can be found on. But other than that, I'm like nowhere else, honestly. I'm being dead ass. I'm like nowhere.
Do we really need to be everywhere?
Nah, not really. It's not like a crucial like part of like streaming, I guess, like commentating. Yeah. But with that being said, everybody hang tight. We are going to go into a short break while we get everything finalized. Yeah, and to get Axel in here. And again, thank you, Curie, for commentating with me today. I very much appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks a lot and have a good one. Goodbye.